The room buzzed with anticipation as I adjusted the microphone on the podium. My heart pounded in my chest, and I could feel the weight of countless eyes, both human and alien, on me. This was it. The moment I had been preparing for my entire life. I took a deep breath and began. The Intergalactic Diplomatic Conference was a spectacle to behold. Held in the Grand Hall of the Galactic Union's headquarters, on the planet Exalaxy, it was a meeting of minds from across the universe. Delegates from hundreds of species had gathered to discuss the future of interstellar relations. As the first human student ever invited to speak at such a prestigious event, I felt a mix of pride and trepidation. I could sense the skepticism in the room. The alien diplomats, with their varied forms and expressions, seemed to regard me with a mixture of curiosity and doubt. I knew that many of them had preconceived notions about humanity, primitive, warlike, and selfish. It was my task to challenge these stereotypes and show them the true essence of our species. Esteemed delegates, I began, my voice steady despite the nerves. My name is Alex Mercer, and I am honored to stand before you today as a representative of Earth. I glanced around the room, making eye contact with as many delegates as possible. There was Ambassador Kilara from the planet Origami, her bioluminescent skin glowing softly in the dim light. Next to her sat General Tsang of the Monstral, his massive frame and multiple eyes giving him an intimidating presence. And there, near the back, was Diplomat Simitic of the Romanto, his delicate wings fluttering nervously. I understand that many of you have reservations about humanity, I continued. Our history is indeed marred by conflict and strife. But today, I want to share with you a different perspective, a story of hope, resilience, and unity. I paused, letting my words sink in. The room was silent, the delegates hanging on my every word. Let me tell you about a young girl named Maya, I said, my voice softening. Maya grew up in a small village on Earth, in a time when our planet was facing unprecedented challenges. Climate change, political unrest, and social inequality threatened to tear our world apart. But Maya refused to give in to despair. I could see the delegates leaning forward, their attention captured. I continued, weaving Maya's story with vivid descriptions and heartfelt emotion. Maya decided to take action. She organized her community, bringing people together to plant trees, clean rivers, and build shelters for the homeless. Her efforts inspired others, and soon her village became a beacon of hope in a world struggling to find its way. Maya's passion and determination were contagious. What started as a small group of volunteers quickly grew into a movement that swept through the village. People from all walks of life joined the cause, united by a shared desire to create a better future for themselves and their children. Elders who had seen the village in its prime lent their wisdom and guidance, teaching the younger generation about the importance of respecting nature and living in harmony with the environment. Children eagerly got their hands dirty, planting seedlings and learning the value of nurturing life. Businesses and local leaders contributed resources and funding, recognizing the long-term benefits of a thriving, sustainable community. With each tree planted, each river cleaned, and each shelter built, the village's spirit was renewed, and a sense of hope blossomed in the hearts of its residents. I saw Ambassador Kilara's eyes widen, her bioluminescence pulsing with interest. General Tsang's stern expression softened, and Diplomat Simitic's wings stilled as he listened intently. Maya's story is not unique, I said, my voice growing stronger. All across Earth, there are countless individuals like her, people who refuse to give up, who work tirelessly to make our world a better place. This is the true spirit of humanity. We are not defined by our conflicts, but by our capacity for compassion, resilience, and unity. The room was silent for a moment, the weight of my words hanging in the air. Then, slowly, the delegates began to react. I saw nods of approval, murmurs of agreement, and even a few smiles. Ambassador Kilara was the first to speak. "Your words are powerful, Alex Mercer," she said, her voice melodic and soothing. "You have given us much to think about." General Tsang nodded, his multiple eyes blinking in unison. "Indeed, it is clear that humanity has much to offer the galaxy." Diplomat Simitique fluttered his wings, a sign of approval among his species. "Your story has touched us, Alex. We see now that there is more to humanity than we previously understood." As the delegates continued to express their newfound respect and admiration for humanity, I felt a sense of relief and accomplishment. My speech had achieved its goal. The barriers of skepticism and prejudice were beginning to crumble, paving the way for a new era of intergalactic cooperation. "Thank you," I said, my voice filled with gratitude. "Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share our story. Together, we can build a future where all species, human and alien alike, can thrive in harmony." As I stepped down from the podium, the room erupted in applause. The alien diplomats, once skeptical and distant, now looked at me with respect and admiration. I had made my mark on the galactic stage, and the future of interstellar relations looked brighter than ever. As I walked back to my seat, I couldn't help but reflect on the journey that had brought me here. Growing up, I had always been fascinated by the stars and the possibility of life beyond Earth. My parents had encouraged my curiosity, and I'd spent countless nights gazing through my telescope, dreaming of the day I might travel to distant worlds. "Alex, you did it!" My friend and fellow student, Elena, whispered excitedly as I sat down. "That was incredible." "Thanks, Elena," I replied, my heart still racing. "I just hope it was enough to change their minds." "It was more than enough," she said, her eyes shining with pride. "You spoke from the heart, and they felt it." After the conference, Ambassador Kilara approached me. Her bioluminescent skin glowed a soft blue, a sign of calm and curiosity. "Alex Mercer," she said, her voice gentle, "your speech was truly inspiring. I must admit, I had my doubts about humanity, but you have shown me a different side of your species." "Thank you, Ambassador Kilara," I replied, feeling a sense of relief. "It means a lot to hear that from you." "Tell me more about this Maya," she said, her eyes reflecting genuine interest. "Her story is remarkable." I smiled, grateful for the opportunity to share more about the people who inspired me. Maya is just one example of the many individuals on Earth who are working to make a difference. There are so many others, each with their own unique stories of resilience and hope. General Tsang, with his imposing presence, was next to approach me. His multiple eyes regarded me with a newfound respect. "Alex Mercer," he said, his voice deep and resonant. "Your words have given me much to consider. I have always viewed humanity through the lens of your conflicts, but you have shown me that there is more to your species than I realized." "Thank you, General Tsang," I said, meeting his gaze. "I hope that we can work together to build a future where all species can coexist in peace." He nodded, a rare smile crossing his face. "I believe that is possible. Your speech has opened my eyes to the potential for cooperation and understanding." Diplomat Simitique, with his delicate wings and gentle demeanor, was the last to speak with me. His voice was soft, but filled with sincerity. "Alex, your speech was a revelation," he said. "I have always been fascinated by humanity, but your words have given me a deeper understanding of your species. I'm glad to hear that, Diplomat Semitique, I replied. It's important for us to see each other as more than just representatives of our species. We are individuals, each with our own stories and experiences. He nodded, his wings fluttering gently. Indeed, I look forward to learning more about humanity and working together to build a brighter future. As the conference came to a close, I felt a sense of accomplishment and hope. My speech had made an impact, and the alien diplomats had begun to see humanity in a new light. It was a small step, but an important one, towards a future of intergalactic cooperation and understanding. Walking out of the grand hall, I couldn't avoid feeling excited. I had represented my species well, and I knew that this was just the beginning. There were still many challenges ahead, but I was ready to face them, knowing that I had the support of my fellow humans and our new alien allies. The galaxy awaited, and I was ready to take my place among the stars.